Well, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. Parents, how many times have you heard, "I'm bored" from the kids? Oh my gosh, it happens at my house all the time. Well, be ready with a solution the next time they say this. And to help us, we turn to Hannah Davis, the Community Engagement Manager at Reading Partners Colorado. Hannah, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Well, my girls are in the I'm Bored Club.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, they are readers. Yes. I mean, thank goodness. Well, let's start with the younger kiddos. What suggestions do you have to keep them engaged after they're done with school?
I think one of the best things that you can do for your youngest readers is really start inspiring that love for reading. And part of that starts with just making it fun. Any books that are fun, engaging, bright colors, characters they may see on TV, that's a big, strong hit with our youngest readers.
With the younger ones, yeah, I think you're right. The pictures and the colors. Now, how about parents who've got the kiddos getting close to middle school age? Now, this is a tricky time.
It is. I think part of this right here is going to be relevance. They're starting to really have that comprehension elevation. And so really being able to get them on topics they care about, characters they care about, and others that kind of might look and have the same background as them can be really engaging as they're starting to grow their minds and their capabilities.
Absolutely. Well, talk to me about some of the titles you've brought with you this morning and why you decided to bring those.
Yeah, well, Reading Partners, we like to focus on our READY work quite a lot. READY is an acronym that stands for Race, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. And it's really important for students to be able to see experiences that are similar to them and also really dissimilar. So we've created reading lists for all ages, kind of K through 8, that really focus on what we talked about: choice, engagement, relevance, and expanding their horizons.
Okay, now talking about the middle schoolers, because mine just finally went to 9th grade.
Nice.
But it was kind of a tough time in middle school to get her to be engaged in anything. It's like her mind just was constantly wandering off. But what do you suggest for parents going through that middle school age? Because it is kind of a tough transition from elementary to middle school.
It is. The biggest thing I would recommend here is choice, whether it's the choice of books, the choice of when they want to read, the choice of where they want to read. Really having that autonomy, I think, puts a little bit of power and control in their hands, which we know middle schoolers like. So giving them a little bit of that responsibility placed on themselves can make it, half the battle of actually getting them to read.
Absolutely. Okay, Hannah, I got to ask you, because I also loved books. Even as a child, I always went and bought books. Out of all these, which one is your favorite? Do any of these speak to you or that you may have read?
Oh, yes, there's so many that we have here that are great. I love the book that focuses on the power of yet. And it really talks about just unleashing that growth mindset and really continuing to expand your horizons. And I think that that's something that all of our kiddos are kind of learning and focusing on. I might not be able to do it, but I can do it yet. So good one for your kids.
That does sound like a good one. Well, any other tips when it comes to the kiddos and making sure that they're reading, but here's the thing, that they're enjoying it and it's not so much a chore?
Yeah, again, I would say focus on that choice. I mean, studies have shown that kiddos who are reading at least 4 books over the summer are far more likely to keep all of the gains that they've made over the school year. So whatever you can get in their hands that they're excited about, let them choose, let them engage with that wholeheartedly. It can make a huge difference over the summer months.
It really does. And look, a lot of people ask me all the time, well, how did you get into TV and radio? I did a lot of reading. And that is the honest truth. I read so much that it just really perfected a lot of my speaking skills and stuff like that. Now, summer is coming up. You are also working to help kiddos be set up for the next school year. How can we make sure we get involved with everything that you do and that we keep the kiddos reading through those summer months?
Yeah, it's a pivotal time of year because, as we mentioned, kiddos are going off out of summer. They don't have the same structured learning environment perhaps. So our After the Bell campaign just kicked off yesterday. It's an opportunity where we send every single one of our kiddos and Reading Partners home with 4 to 8 brand new books, summer reading supplies, a new backpack. So if you want to help be a part of that huge change, you can donate online. Spread the word.
Spread the word for sure and keep our kiddos reading. I think it's so important. And Hannah, thank you for your incredible work. I think it's so neat to focus on children and reading. So thank you again for being with us today.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone, for more reading tips and suggestions, follow them on social media. Just search the handle at Reading Partners CO. You can also get the volunteer process started at readingpartners.org.